What do you do with the Bitcoin besides it just gather value?
Real estate developers in New York City, they're not buying the real estate because they want to live in it.
But like most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit.
People that use fiat currency as a store of value, we call them poor. We call them poor. People that use fiat currency, we call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. We call them poor. There's a name for them. We call them poor. We call them poor. Okay? Right, like, the point is, if you have the superior asset, it's going up forever, Laura. Forever.
Right, but I mean, we can all look Bitcoin sort of as...
Forever, Laura.
What's going on, guys and gals? Back in the studio. My name is David. This is the #1 channel in crypto. I hope that you're all having a fantastic Father's Day. If you are celebrating your dad out there, happy day for all the dads out there. I hope that you're all having a fantastic day. In today's live stream, we're gonna hop into it right here. We're gonna get into the charts. We're gonna get into Bitcoin coming in at $105,000, 400 bucks, basically at $106,000. We're gonna do the charts in today's video. We're gonna cover the plays. We're gonna cover the alpha. Crypto millionaires are going to be made over the next 6 months here. All right, we're in June, the 6th month out of the year. This is the final year of the 4-year cycle. It's going to be a good one, guys. Smash the like on your way in right here. Okay, so it's going to be really, really good. Let's get 100 likes on stream today. Let's get that 100 likes. Go get yourselves a coffee. I got my archetype mug right here. Here we go. All right, let's go check out the chats real quick. Good to see Andrew up in the house. Let's go. Ruben, good afternoon, buddy. Good to see you, as always. Slider, good to see the eyeballs. He's looking at the stream. Michael, smash the like. Quick question. If the M2 money supply is showing a massive run up and we get a negative news, do we have to dip, or is the M2 strong enough that it surpasses the negative news and M2 versus negative? Okay, yeah. So I get your question right there. I think that with the M2 money supply continuously going up, it's going to drag Bitcoin kicking and screaming with it, whether it likes it or not. All right, because the more money that gets printed out there, the better it is for Bitcoin. All right, but negative news events, 100%, they have an effect on the market. As you guys know, the Israel and Israel and Iran, that war right now is getting pretty heated. So of course the market didn't like that at all. Now, if we zoom this in real quick, all right, let's just put this into a little bit of a zoomed in view right here. Let's get rid of M2. This is the Bitcoin daily chart. All-time high was right over there. All right, as you guys can see right here, this is the Israel-Iran situation. The last few days, couple red candles here. We went up all the way to $110,000, dropped right back down with that Israel-Iran FUD, all the way back down to $102,000 on a wick, closed back up near $105,000, and now we're kind of chopping a little bit sideways. So as you guys can see, this little chop action over here, if we go to a lower time frame, let's go over to the 4-hour chart. All right, that's what I just laid out to you right here. So we're kind of like trading in this parallel channel. All right, as you guys can see, Bitcoin bounced off of this right here very nicely, which held support over here back at the beginning of May 10th, all the way there. That was that first kind of big pump in May. Then we chopped, bounced multiple times off this level, and that level is $101,700. Let's get some W's up in the chat right here. Got the studio popping off today. It's going to be a good stream. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Let's go. This stream is for you guys today. Hope that you're all having a good one. All right. Now, this is the Bitcoin chart right here, looking pretty good. And I also want to just overlay M2 just real quick with a 72-day offset. Let's just zoom this in and go back to a higher time frame over here. Daily chart, M2 money supply, Bitcoin. There we go. Now, this is very interesting to see this play out right here. Okay, let me just zoom this in. M2 had a little bit of a dip, as you guys can see right here. All right, and Bitcoin is kind of chopping a little bit sideways. So this totally makes sense that with the global liquidity dipping a little bit and mixed with the Iran-Israel war going on, that Bitcoin is not pumping up to massive new price discovery levels yet. But I think that the rest of June though, guys, it's going to look very bullish. Now, if I just overlay Bitcoin a little bit right here, this looks like ahead of us. All right. So very green skies ahead. Now we're going through a little bit, I won't even call it turbulence at the moment. Just a little bit of boring chop action in the markets. Ethereum, on the other hand, did do some pretty good stuff last week, but ETH is kind of still trading sideways. All right. So as you guys can see, Ethereum is in this little range, I would say right over here. Okay. Let me just do a little trend line right there. And then here's the top of the range. So as soon as we bust out of this range, we're really going to start pumping hard here. I always get calls from people when I'm live. Guys, I'm live. Stop calling me. But yeah, it's going to be a good stream, guys. I want to cover the altcoins in the space, the best ones to be accumulating in the portfolios, and answer the chats, answer the questions, and hang out a little bit with you guys today on Father's Day. All right. Let's go over here real quick. Let's go to the chats. I love to see a nice $20 super chat. Love to see that. What's your thoughts on Jerry the Turtle with Bitmart listing and upcoming Crypto.com and Kraken exchanges? If it's going to get Crypto.com and Kraken, that's very good. So yeah, we could go check it out real quick. If I go over here, let's go on Jerry the Turtle. So it's a $6.2 million market cap. Okay. $6.2 million market cap, all-time chart. It pumped up quite a bit. All right. It went right up to a $20 million market cap, just a little shy of that. Came all the way back down to a $6.19 million market cap. So quite a bit of a dip right here happening with this Jerry the Turtle. Markets, let's go check it out. You obviously have Uniswap. So this is an ERC20. Mexi, BingX, LBank, XT.com, Weeks, okay, Ascendex. So you have a lot of tier 3 exchanges, which is pretty bullish. All right. I like to see that they have a lot of exchange listings with this little Jerry the Turtle. Let me go check out the website real quick. Okay. I see the website. It's actually pretty nice. I like this website. Renounced, liquidity locked forever, community feedback implemented frequently, audited by SolidPerf. So they got an audit. Let me see over here. 0% tax, 69 billion supply, 15 plus exchange listings, 100% community driven. Interesting. I like the website. I like it. It's nice. The colors are popping off. Roadmap. What do they say over here? Let's see. Uniswap, MetaMask, Coinbase wallet. Yeah. All right. And then what they want to do is they want to get on, so in progress, Crypto.com KuCoin. Okay. Well, if they get on Crypto.com, that's very bullish. And it's a small little market cap. So $6.22 million market cap at the moment. Not bad. I think I would add it to the watch list. And if it does get a Crypto.com listing at a $6 million market cap, that's a buy. I think that's a buy. But we'll see what happens with it. Keep me updated. What's up, Wolfpack? Let's go. The Wolfpack's up in the house today. Let's go. Good morning from New NW. What does NW stand for again? Let me guess. NW. As a state. That's a state right there. I forgot what state that is. One Way JN 316 holding strong, guys. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Bronco, let's roll, David. Good to see you. Good to see you as well, Bronco. All right, let's go back over here real quick. Man, I haven't been live in the studio in quite some time. It feels good. It feels good to be back in this nice studio that I built out and stuff like that. Building a second studio down in the States, and that should be ready probably in the next, I would say, few weeks or something. Maybe we'll see. Might be up here in Canada for a little bit too. We'll see what happens. XRP 216 right now. All right, so XRP, like I said, it has to hold above $2.10. It's doing that very, very nicely. So I like to see that XRP's showing a lot of strength over here. Smash the like on today's live stream. Let's get past 100 likes on stream right now. I know a lot of people are probably enjoying the nice weather. They're outside and they're spending time with their dads, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, this is Father's Day right here, but we're going to squeeze in the stream here and then we'll get the day going. All right. Let me go over here real quick. Let's go check out Solana. $151. Okay. So bounced up nicely with Ethereum. If I go overlay, which one is outperforming which? Let's see. So ETH, USD. Let me see. Oh, wait, let me go back over here. Oh, wrong one. Let's go back all the way over here and then let's do a little ETH comparison. Let's see if Ethereum is outperforming Solana. All right, and let's get rid of the yellow. There we go. So very similar charts. They both bounced up nicely. It looks like Solana was starting to bounce up quicker than Ethereum, as you guys can see over here. This is both on the daily chart, Ethereum in pink. Solana started bouncing up faster than Ethereum. So I feel like Solana is probably primed to make its next move higher before ETH does. And that's why I have Solana as my top layer one in my portfolio outside of Bitcoin. I'm super, super bullish on Sol. I really do think that Solana has the potential to, oh wait, this is the Bitcoin chart. Oh, what the heck is going on? Let me go over here real quick. There we go. This is the chart that I wanted. Ethereum versus Solana. Okay, so yeah, same thing. Solana did start bouncing off these lows over here faster than ETH. All right, it's because look at this move right there. Okay, right there, Ethereum started to go up a little bit as well, and then they both pumped up pretty big. All right, so yeah, I think that Sol is going to outperform Ethereum, but they're both going to do really good. And when you see both those layer ones start pumping big time, guys, that's when you're going to start seeing the meme coins, Turbo, GigaChad, SPX 6900. You have Nero, Dog in Me, KeyCat. All this stuff is going to start absolutely skyrocketing here. All right, let me go over here real quick. Let's go Mudang. Mudang just fell out of this falling wedge towards the downside. I would say it's still in this falling wedge right now. So we're going to have to wait and see what Mudang does. Let's go over here real quick. Let me just get rid of the Ethereum. So Mudang, definitely one of the ones that I think you should have in your portfolio. I think this is a good buying opportunity for Mudang if you don't have any in your portfolio yet. But as soon as it breaks out of this little falling wedge right here, I think it's going to go up towards those higher Fibonacci extension levels up here, right? So $1.82, you have 64 cents up there. So you're getting in at 15 cents right now, which is a pretty good buying opportunity. Might be DCing a little bit. I might be. We'll see what happens. Mudang already has Robinhood. It just is missing Binance right now. So if we go over here, Mudang, let me just check this out real quick. Has a $155 million market cap, and it has Coinbase, and it has Robinhood. Robinhood doesn't get displayed on here. So that's the thing. Let me just go over here real quick. Let me just see. Okay. Something over here. Okay. Had to text somebody that I'm live, and I'll call them after the live stream. All right. Let's go over here real quick. 100 people watching on YouTube. Smash the like. We need 100 likes for 100 people watching on Father's Day. Come on, let's do it for the dads out there. Let's get everything going. $105,000 for Bitcoin, Ethereum, $2,500 XRP. Let's go check out some breaking news events. Watch your guru over here. Banks are closed for the weekend. Bitcoin never closes. Absolutely. Michael Saylor hints at buying more Bitcoin. Bigger dots are better. Okay, so obviously there's going to be another buy from MicroStrategy. I mean, I should say Strategy this coming week. And then Trump's media SEC registration for its Bitcoin treasury is officially effective. Bullish. Then you have Fidelity officially files S1 for its spot Solana ETF. Nice. Israel threatens to strike Iranian oil and gas refineries. So this was a couple days ago, and that did happen. I did see that. And then Walmart and Amazon explore launching their own stable coins. Interesting to see that. All right, let's go over here to the home page. Let's see if anything pops up. Let's see. 8 years in crypto, no one warned me. Here are the painful mistakes I had learned the hard way, so you don't have to. Let's check this out. Let's check out this thread that this person said. All right. Cycles, crashes, hacks, rug pulls, scams, rage quits, and W's. This is my rawest thread he's ever made. Okay. First high is never the last one. I got paid in Bitcoin back in 2017 and Googled how to cash it out. Held for a few months, doubled, sold, and felt like a genius. 4 years later, Bitcoin is up 10x. Exactly. He sold way back there and then he missed out on this massive run up with Bitcoin. All right. Because it always keeps going up over and over and over in time. Just buy when others are fearful. That's the biggest thing that I can tell you guys. Friendship is not a security model. During the 2017 ICO mania, I joined a group chat with degens. Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be careful with which groups that you surround yourself with. Okay, never takes profits into hype. I turned 5 figures into 6 during this altcoin wave. Felt invincible. Moved profits in XRP all-time high. Oh man, that is super rough. He bought the ATH of XRP back in 2017. So he was down 90% for years. Okay, that's tough. You got to just hodl the bag if that happens. Stability isn't safety. After surviving several market phases, I parked stablecoins in Anchor. 20% APY sounded great. Then I read the docs and immediately pulled my bag. Yeah, I would say be careful when you park your money into DeFi applications out there because it's never really completely safe. It can always get hacked and stuff. So, and then, yeah, he's been through the FTX collapse. He's been through a lot of other stuff. So that's interesting to see. Let's go back over the homepage. Let's just refresh this real quick. President Trump shuts down Israeli proposal to kill Iran's supreme leader. Holy smokes. This is going to be... This doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon here with this FUD, but the M2 money supply is pumping, so we're liking that a lot. All right, let's go back over here real quick. Let's go check out Pepe. Pepe's holding up pretty nice. Same thing as like Mudang, kind of like chopping downwards, consolidating, but at a certain point though, like it's respecting the downwards trend nicely. It's going to break up into the right nicely, okay? So just hodl these bags right here because this happens every single time that's going to happen. It's going to eventually find a little bit of an inflection point right here, bounce up, get past these local tops, and then boom, you're looking at $10 billion market cap. Obviously, I think my Fibonacci extension levels for Pepe are on this chart over here. So yeah, let's see. So right here, $18.2 billion in market cap that I think Pepe will make another all-time high up here. I think it could even get up to $44 billion in market cap. If it gets all the way to that highest extension up there, which would kind of look like this, right? The chart is very bullish, but that's a blow off top scenario. Like I would obviously take profits. If you have Pepe in your portfolio, I'd start taking profits, shaving that off once it gets to a 2x, take out that initial investment. If you want to take a little bit of profits to the table, like 10%, I would say that's a good idea as well. I like to see Armzilla up in the house. Let's go, man. Let's go. I got my workout in today. Let's go, the guns. Paycon TV, good to see you. Akash, could altcoin season extend into 2026 Q1, Q2? We'll have to see what the whole landscape looks like at the end of this year before we even look into our crystal ball. But it's possible. Grave of Empires, when do I think we will see Turbo's price hit 10 cents? That's a really good question. That's a really good question over here. Let's go over here to Turbo. So Turbo has to stay above right here, and it looks like it is. So Turbo's looking bullish. Obviously, it's trading nicely. I think this chart looks a lot like the Ethereum chart. I mean, like very, very, very similar. If I go over here and let's just do this, let's put Ethereum's price scale. It's very similar to Ethereum. It's layer 1. So yeah, if Ethereum starts popping off, that's when you'll see Turbo hit new all-time highs here and start rocket shipping upwards. It's very, very similar to Ethereum's chart. Yeah. So yeah, when you overlay that, I think when ETH gets to $3,500, $4,000, that's when Turbo is going to be, I would say 5-10 cents, maybe even more than that. So yeah, hold those positions. I think they're going to do really good. Price prediction and market cap on Cookie DAO this bull cycle. That's a good question right there. That's a good AI play. Cookie DAO. It's at 18 cents. It's consolidating. Needs to get right back above this upwards trend line right here. Okay, like it broke it a little bit, but it could definitely wick back up, bounce back up nicely. This thing is going to, I think, minimum hit a new all-time high here. It's one of the stronger ones. It's on Binance and it's on Coinbase. So I think it could definitely get up to, yeah, $1.33 this bull run. I think that's pretty realistic for Cookie DAO. I think that is pretty good. Thoughts on house coin? That's the one where it's like one house coin, one house. I like the narrative. You know, it's kind of like SPX 6900. It's flipping the stock market. It has a real life mission. You know, like it wants to do, if you hold one house coin, it's going to be worth a house one day. So I think it has potential. Honestly, like if you guys want to get a little bag of that, I don't think it's a bad idea. If I go over here real quick, let's go to Dex Screener. Let's go get house coin. Over here real quick. All right. Let's go see. $32 million market cap. Really strong chart. I like this chart. Went up all the way to a, let me see, a high of $120 million market cap. Came all the way back down, but it's making a new floor above its previous floor. So yeah, it's bullish. Like its previous floor is over here. Its new floor is up here. Right there. You guys can see that. I think that it has potential for sure. Does it have exchange listings? We'll see. Let's just go see over here. Because a $30 million market cap, you should definitely have some exchanges. Mexi, BitGet, Gate.io, KuCoin. Yep. So it has potential for sure. It definitely does have potential. I would say keep it on your watch list. It's not a small market cap. It's $32 million. But it has a good narrative behind it. So I think it has potential. Caspa, your opinion. Let me see. Caspa. I think it's dead, to be honest. I really do. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't buy something like that's a massive market cap like this that has no tier 1 listings. So Crypto for Dummies. It's so obvious that memes will run the hardest during alt season. Yes, absolutely. Market caps proving that to us. Exactly. 100%. Smash the like, fam. Absolutely. When is Discord prices going up? You're too nice. I appreciate that, Michael. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like I could definitely raise the prices today or next week. I've been thinking about it. So right now it's $40 a month. $40 a month. And many people had the opportunity last week. I called a DJ meme coin Shota. I pivoted out of it. But man, a lot of people made what? Like a I would say like a 15x or something like that. So yeah, I would say get into that group 100%. Do you think Satoshi Nakamoto could be Wayne King? I'm not sure. The documentary on HBO thinks that it's Peter Todd, the Canadian guy. So I don't know. We'll never know, really. I don't think so. Have you done a Zebek video? I don't really do individual videos on a project, especially a project that I'm not holding in my portfolio. When is the next voice chat meeting in the group? How often will you be doing it? I don't know. Like, I don't have a schedule set out for the voice chat meetings, but they're pretty fun. I really like talking to you guys in the same room. So probably pretty soon. Crypto for Dummies said it's so obvious. Oh yeah, I already read that one. SPX 6900 forming a very bullish clean cup and handle structure. Once the political tensions calm down, breaks out. Let me go see over here real quick. You're totally right. You're totally right. Let me see real quick. Let's get this out of the way. All right. So this is the SPX 6900. I would say it hasn't really formed its handle just yet, but here's the cup and there's like a little bit of a handle over here that's probably forming. So yeah, you're totally right. Really good observation. Yeah, this is going to probably bounce off very nicely over here. So yeah, I would say if it comes back down to $1.17, that's a really good DCA point with SPX 6900. But yeah, this is a nice cup and handle forming. That's a bullish pattern in trading. So definitely watch this. Obviously, we got into this multiple times around 40 cents, 50 cents, 60, 70 cents up in the Discord group. And now it is currently at $1.46. So we're looking pretty good. I have a moon bag established in this. It's probably going to bounce up nicely. And I could see this getting massive global FOMO. Really, like, especially if it gets Binance and Coinbase, this thing is definitely going to get to, like, I would say minimum $5, but probably even $10. You could even see $20. That's $20 billion of market cap. That's really not that big considering meme coins last bull run. Shiba Inu went to $45 billion. Smash the like. Absolutely. Let's go. Smash the like, guys. Go get yourselves a drink. Over here. Good to see Flicks up in the house. How are you doing? Smash the like. Finally joined the Wolf Pack 2 days ago. I saw you enter the Discord. Welcome to the #1 group in all cryptocurrency. You're going to make a lot of money with us over the next 6 months. So if you stay in the group that long. Any opinion on Pock Egg? Peg. I really like the project, but looks like the original founders pulled on the project. I've never heard of that in my entire life. Let me see real quick over here. Those are definitely the emojis right now for the stream. A lot of Jerry people up in the house. I hope it works out for you guys. I definitely do. Let me go over here real quick. Okay, liquidation heat map. Bitcoin, lots of leverage right above where we are right here. So I think that the market makers will, like, it's basically a coin flip. I mean, if we get one more bad negative news event, we could maybe see a wick down here, flush out the shorts. Flush out the longs first, and then we start flushing out the shorts towards the upside. All right. But if we go on a little bit of a zoomed out view, let me see if there's more leverage towards the downside. There is quite a bit of leverage right here at $64,000, but that's just never going to get probably eaten up. Those people are probably safe for life, to be honest. Unless we get a major bear market in the next year, then you could maybe see that those people get wrecked, but I don't think so. I think those people are probably pretty safe. 55 likes on stream. Let's get past 100 likes. Let's go, guys. Let's go. 100 likes on stream, 133 people watching live. All right, let me check this out. Let's go over here real quick. Let's go to X. All right, let's go check out remarks. I like this page, actually. I'm gonna, all right, I'm already following them. Okay, perfect. Netanyahu, 38 seconds ago, says Iran's ballistic missiles could reach the US if slightly upgraded. Yeah, so it looks like they want to drag the US into this, and we'll see what happens. Putin initiated a call with Trump yesterday at Iran's request. Interesting. So this is the hot thing that's going on globally right now. Middle East, great again. So Trump just said that, okay. And then he also said that they should make a deal and will make a deal. I hope that happens for sure. All right, let's go back over here real quick. So look at this stuff. More explosions happening overseas. That's why the market was just panicking. But obviously that'd be really stupid to panic sell because of something that has nothing to do with crypto. But a lot of people do, though. A lot of people anticipate that the market's going to chop a little bit lower. So that's why they get in, they get out, they trade it. But at the end of the day, though, the best way to make a lot of money in crypto is just to buy, hold for the blow up top in the bull run, and then you're going to make millions of dollars. That's the best way. That is the best way to do it. All right, let's go back over here real quick. Let's go to More chats. People need to understand that this pullback was going to happen with or without the war. The dip happens sooner. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, it's good that we're getting one last final pretty good shakeout right here with the markets. That's what I would say. I'm a bit drunk, but can someone call me a cab? I apologize if this isn't Uber. I mean, hey, it's Father's Day, you know, like it's a Sunday, it's the weekend. I think you're allowed to. I mean, whatever. I'm definitely not. I mean, I'm very sober. I just got back from a workout. Yeah, I'll be staying in the Discord forever. Nice, man. Nice. So you're panic selling your memes because two countries that have been in war for decades are having a war? Lol. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. It makes no sense that people panic sell for something that is a global conflict that has nothing to do with money at all. A lot of people are stupid though. A lot of people are dumb. All right, let's go back over here real quick. Let's go see. I forgot to go live on X as well today. All right. So yeah, just a lot of war stuff going on. Let me see real quick. All right, let's go back over here. Let's refresh this. Let's see if there's any breaking stuff. Let me see. Wow. BlackRock COO has said that Bitcoin and crypto will replace traditional capital markets. Bullish. Crypto bros using their last dollar to buy the dip. Look at him. It's crazy. That was one of the famous things. You know, he's counting his cash in his pocket and stuff, but the guy's a billionaire and he's the most powerful guy on the planet. Vietnam legalizes digital assets under new digital tech industry law. Interesting. Let me see. A total of 12.7K Bitcoin and 192,000 Ethereum were bought last week. The ETF saw 100.37 billion net inflows. ETH ETF saw 520. Interesting. Interesting to see that. If we go over here to our inflows, let me see. So total inflows already for Bitcoin, there's $49 billion. 49, yeah. Oh, wait, this is millions. Yeah, so 45,000 millions. That's what is that? I think that is $45 billion of inflows. Pretty sure. We'll see. $300 million worth of inflows yesterday. Nice, bullish. And look at all of these inflows. Positive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of green inflows. What about the ETH ETFs over here? Let me just see. Ethereum ETFs had one little red inflow day yesterday. $2 million exited. But then before that, look at all of these positive inflows here. So institutions are getting ready. They're really positioning themselves before retail gets in here. Buy when the whales are buying. That's all I have to say with that. Let me go back over here real quick. Let's go check out our Bitcoin rainbow chart. I haven't checked this Bitcoin rainbow chart in a long time. Let me see this load. Okay, so we're currently like in this little light green, but we're definitely not overheated whatsoever. Look at the previous cycles here. We got all the way up to the yellow and the orange last cycle. We got to the red the previous one, and we went over the chart in the first one. So this is the logarithmic chart with different, I would say, selling zones that you could look at for taking profits in. But this is just one of like many indicators. Like, you can't just like go off of one different thing. But if we go over here as well, look at the US national debt, $36.9 trillion, and it's just continuing to rack up. Let me see debt per citizen over here. Debt per citizen is $108,000, and then debt per taxpayer, $323,000. Wow. It's a lot. That is a lot. We need Bitcoin. All right, let's go over here. Biggest gainers on the day. Let's go to crypto bubbles. Crypto bubbles. All right, the day. You have Bitcoin Cash up 8%. Solana at 5.4%. SPX 6900. Nice. Looking good. Virtuals is over here. That's one of our plays as well. Virtuals is up 2.5%. I like to see that. Okay. And then Pepe's at 2.1%. Let's see over here real quick. 1 to 200. Mog, Deep Book, GigaChad, Checks, Radium. All right. Interesting to see all that. Let me see if there's any big bubbles over here. 0x0 up 25%. Okay. I wouldn't buy that though. I feel like that one is just, it's kind of, it doesn't have any exchange listings and stuff. All right. Real quick, let's check out some final chats. They should be panic buying instead. Absolutely. Plus your German bro. Yeah. Get Giga. It's one of the best meme coins. I already have Giga Chad. Yep. We're on TikTok and Instagram is growing rapidly. SPX is going to do a SHIB of this cycle, 100%. That would be another 35x from this point that did that. Turbo 30x, I'm not sure about that. That's a lot of X's. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, guys, quick stream today. Hope that everybody has a fantastic Father's Day. Smash the like on your way out and join the #1 group in crypto. That link is in the description down below or in the live chat. I'll see you guys up in the Discord today. Have a fantastic Sunday. I'll see you guys soon. Archetype out. Peace.